Hey, what's up guys? Sam here, and I'll be doing the free video for Thursday, February 12th, 2026. So just finished making the premium video for the fine folks in the Mastering the Trade room, and there was one central idea that I shared with them that I want to share with you guys. I'm even going to give you the trade that I shared with them. I don't have a fill yet. I'm kind of would like to see one of those classic Friday super pump rallies, right, to end the week strong, and then I'll look to put the trade on. But let me show you kind of what I'm looking at here on the QQQ, as well as the actual trade that I'm going to be looking to do, and frankly the reasons why. So we're just going to focus today on the QQQ signal. I know that on Fridays I usually kind of do a full breakdown with you guys on the YouTubes, but we're going to mix it up here a little bit, and instead I'll just bring you maybe some shorter content, but a little bit more laser focused on an actual idea. So what I'm looking at here is on the QQQ, and I want to point out a couple things here, all of which seem a little bit coincidental, for lack of a better term. So trust me on this, you can't see it, but there was an uptrend heading into this pattern here on the QQQ, right? And you can't really see it, but when on your own end, kind of zoom in there. This is kind of the beginning of last year, January into February. Actually, I just noticed kind of the dates actually might match up too. I didn't notice that the dates actually match up right around February. What do you know? So here, obviously you have an uptrend, and here you have the same pattern, right? So I want to draw just two things here. One, you have kind of a flat top here on this pattern. You have a flat top on this pattern, right? On this pattern, you have a series of higher lows. Kind of makes like a ascending triangle thing. Here you have a higher pattern of higher lows, right? Makes another ascending triangle thing. Here you have a trend move into the ascending triangle. Here you have a trend move into the ascending triangle. And then very importantly, the most important thing here is during this period right here, this initial triangle, you have the indicator in red. See how it's in a red condition? Here in this bigger triangle, you have the indicator in red for a long time now, right? So my thesis that I'm working with is that these two patterns are the same, and that we need to be pretty damn cautious that this thing's actually heading back to the daily 200, which actually lines up at 580. Okay, so then let's zoom in here, because that all sounds good and it probably looks cute and coincidental, but what do we do with it? How do we control risk? What's the trade? Well, I want to point something out here. If you run the fib from that high to that low to that high, right? Bing, bang, boom. It lands you at 580, right? Kind of cool. If you use moving averages, the red line is the daily 200, which is where I'm targeting. That's at 580. Let's say you don't use Fibonacci or moving averages, and you just use horizontal lines, previous highs and lows. That is at 580, right? So things start to line up here a little coincidentally. So let me tell you what the trade is here, and you can check it out on your own. And before I tell you what the trade is, drum roll, I'd like for you to give us a like on the video for the upcoming trade, or just because you think we're all nice guys and gals. It does help us out with the algorithm, so take a moment there, click that like button. If you're not subscribed, make sure you do subscribe. And if you really like the content, not just from myself, but from the rest of the team, there is a $7 trial for a month. You can't beat that. Come check us out. You might make some money, but you'll have a good time. So the trade, I'm looking for the February 27th put butterfly on the QQQ. And I was looking to do 605, 580, 565. So that's the trade that I'm looking to do, and that's the date that I'm looking to do it for. You'll notice, if you're astute, that it's 25 on this end and 15 on this end, right? You just subtract the difference, so it's 25 from this. This is 25, and this one is 15. So in the event that things get super spicy and the market the Q's open at 0, this trade actually still will make money. With most butterflies, if you break through the wings sufficiently, you actually will lose money, or the wing, the center, the body. With this one, because it's broken wing, it's 25 on one side, 15 on the other. I cannot lose money to the downside. So of course it is a debit butterfly. So if the market were to rally, of course this would not work. But I'm trying to work this trade in the room. And right now I don't have a fill. I would need a pop-up. Ideally it happens tomorrow, at the latest on Tuesday or Wednesday. And then I'd like to execute this trade for $5 or less, right? So anywhere under $5 I think is fine. The lower the price, the better. So I can get it closer to about 4. By some miracle I get it at 350, even better. But I think any price under $5 on this trade, February 27th, broken wing butterfly, QQQ, this exact structure. Also, take a look at the open interest for this date at this on this strike, the 580 puts. You might be surprised. So that's the trade that I'm going to be working in the room. I don't have a fill yet. I think any price under 5 or less, I think is a fair price. But the cheaper that you can get it, the better you will do. And we'll follow up with this one next Thursday in the free video. All right, guys, that's my time. Drop us a like, drop us a comment. See you next Thursday. Cheers.
Hey traders, this is Sam with Simpler Trading. I want to thank you for watching today's video. Hopefully you found the information in it helpful. If you did, leave us a like, leave us a comment. It really does help us out with the algorithm. And if you want to see us trade live with our own real money and be part of the community, come and check us out at simplertrading.com.